I'm actually speechless after watching this episode. Daniel, I didn't think it would get worse. It got really worse. I feel like out of all the Love is Blind I've watched, we've seen men that are full of shit. We've seen women that are too. But I feel like Daniel's like the worst casting they've ever selected. This man has major issues that needs to be fixed. I feel so sorry for Joanna. I feel like Joanna needs like therapy. She needs like a timeout because she's really been through it. This is this is a traumatic experience, and I feel like she needs to get all the help that she needs to, get over what she experienced, because it was a tough watch. For this man to diminish her feelings, constant gaslighting, manipulating, fake tears, everything I don't like. Once Joanna heard that man talking shit about her on the phone, she should have packed her bags and left. That was the only option. But she decided to stay while eating a kebab. She decided to stay and confront him and said, "You said you'd rather be at the military service." Then man started twisting the words around. He was like, "I would rather be in military service than be in this experience. But because of you, it's worth it." He is an actor. He is an actor. Because what am I watching? Then he nags this girl about the recording, consistently nagging her just for her to just say, "Yeah, it's my fault," kind of thing. Because she explained herself multiple times in this conversation that the recording thing was a figure of speech. She was saying like if we record ourselves to hear ourselves just to see how we sound, and you literally recorded her without her knowing. Then later on, you're like, "Oh, she actually knows I deleted it," when she doesn't know. He was nagging like a child. The girl was definitely, she got patience, because I would have left. It was aggravating. It was nagging. It was giving psycho. He fails to hear her side. All he wants to know is that you're the one that came up with that recording first, not me. And the fact that and then he gaslights her again and says, "I'm really glad that, when Joanna and Rona, when Angelica and Rona confronted you, I'm really glad that you stood up for me. I'm really glad that you said that you're the one that talks about the recording thing." I'm just like, no! But again, he nags. And then he's like, "It's not even a big deal at all, but you're still the one. You're still the one that came up with the recording. But let's just forget about it." It's like, she really tried, because I'm wondering, Joanna, why are you still sitting there? Get up, girly. And then it's like, "Sweetheart, I'm so in love with you. Do you not feel the same?" And girl said, we're different. We are different people. We are different people, and I just want to go. I want to leave. I want to pack my bags. I want to visit my mother, as she should. Girl, get out of there. Then in the same space while this girl is packing her bags, he started calling that person that he was talking to before, and basically said, "Oh my god, like, everybody takes things so seriously here." Like, he's basically a piece of shit. So Ibrahim is too skeptical about him finding a job. He's a doctor, and he's very like, how am I going to find a job in Stockholm? And he basically talking to Anella, and she's like, "Boy, you a doctor. Like, it shouldn't be hard. Doctors are needed everywhere." And he's like, "But my job is like very specific. There's not much opportunities where we're going to move, all these things." So in my comments, someone commented that the reason, because I'm like, "Aniela, like, this man is a doctor, like, it's a big job, he's a surgeon. Maybe I should compromise for like some years to stay or something, because he's really worried about this." But someone said, like, the girl, she's a musician and she ain't gonna find no job anywhere except Stockholm. That's her base, so there's no compromisation she can do. Like, she can't find a job elsewhere, but he has definitely more opportunities to find a job as a doctor. So I get that aspect. Then all of a sudden, Ibrahim is like, "Well, I'm still gonna finish my residency. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna finish my residency." Aniela is confused, because he basically is gonna finish his residency in August, and now he's acting like he may not even finish in August. Like, Ibrahim, what are you doing? Like, be transparent. Just this transparent is giving like you don't want to compromise, you don't want to move, but you kind of have no choice because she can't find another job. So yeah. But Aniela is expecting this man to move in around September. He's like, "Nah, like, I still need to find a job." So I feel like Aniela too needs to calm down. Like, he ain't going nowhere. I understand y'all can't do long distance, but it's gonna take time. Based on what he's saying, it needs some time. I feel like you just be transparent with her and say, "Girl, give me some months. I'm gonna move when I find a job. Like, don't worry, calm down. Then he was like, you saying that I should move, you saying this and that, but you're not the one turning your whole life around. You're not the one moving. And she said, yeah, you're right. You're right. He just shot the girl up. But it's like, I understand both sides, but Ibrahim definitely needs to be more transparent. Like, just give her like the specific time that you think you're going to move, because he's very like unsure and everything. And I'm thinking like, boy, you the one that apply for love is blind. Like there's gonna be a lot of compromisation. And why didn't you apply when you finish your residency? Like I don't really get come to love is blind while doing your residency. I don't get that aspect. I feel like finish your residency, that'll make more sense before come to love is blind, but it is what it is. He found a girl anyway. So now they're doing the wedding dress try on. Ronia's dress was not cute. I'm sorry, it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute because girl knows she ain't gonna get married anyway. She's just trying anything. And she's standing there and she's like, she's not really sure, and I'm not really surprised. But she's like, but after trying on this dress, I'm kind of feeling things. But we definitely seem to talk about religious beliefs. I'm like, girl, why are you playing for the screens? Why are you playing for the audience standing in front of you? Like, ain't no way you're thinking about getting married to this man because you're trying on the dress. Rania, please. Lars Eric is not confident. Lars Eric has seen the light. He has learned his lesson. He has seen Rania for who she is. He knows this girl ain't interested. He got zero confidence. He basically tells the boys there's no confidence there. I gave her everything. She ain't giving nothing back to me, but it's all up to her. He's like, he's not going to force this girl to like her or even, accept his beliefs, his values, all these things. He ain't a happy guy. And lesson learned, I guess. Aaron is confident. Like, he's obsessed with Angelica. I don't know what he sees in her, but he loves that woman. Aaron loves that woman. Ibrahim too is confident that it's going to be a yes for him. Two bald men happy with their woman. Joanna and Danielle, they meet up. Because girl packed her bag and said, I'm going to my mother. Now she's reflected on, finally I've calmed down, I can talk to you. And Joanna basically says, I'm looking for someone mature. I'm looking for someone like emotionally mature, someone I can talk to, someone that's not a child. I'm looking for anybody else but you. All the characteristics that you have, it's not given. There's no communication, lack of understanding is here. We're done. Then man brought his fake tears. The fact that he made a statement saying that, I wish I could just disappear. It's like, yeah, do that. Disappear right now, Daniel. Disappear. Disappear. I don't want to see you. Just go. Joanna said, at least we tried. Definitely, you tried, Joanna. You really tried. You really tried. Because that could never be me. Then it continues with his fakery and says, you're so beautiful. I understand where you're coming from. Joanna dropped the rings on the table and said, goodbye. I'm done with your manipulation. Then in the confessional, he's like, I tried to communicate. One thing Joanna cannot say is I didn't try. You're 43 years old and you can't communicate. There's nothing, no emotional intelligence, absolutely nothing. 43-year-old man. Like, whoever this man has been with, how are you doing? Like, how did you do it? How did you survive? And the fact that I even mentioned, I even talked to AI. I went all the way to talk to AI and say, how can I be more emotional? And AI said, you're on your own with this one. Ain't no way AI said that. One thing about AI, it will give you tips. You just didn't follow it. You just did not follow it. You're just lying to the scripts. AI is definitely more emotional than you. You also dry. So I love this aspect because obviously Ibrahim basically says Anella, she's so outspoken, like he's not really used to that, he sees that as criticism and everything. But now they're getting to know each other, I love it. Ibrahim basically says he can see that she's very like sensitive. He didn't know that she was someone very affectionate in the past, but now he's seen even more that she's really affectionate. Like I love that he's seeing like the good aspects of Anella. Like I love to see that. We love to see that. Definitely, I know Anella, she obsessed with Ibrahim. She loved that man. She said, I don't see myself with nobody but this man. Period. And I love that we're seeing Ibrahim, accepting her for who she is. We love that. And she basically says, like, the whole sensitive and affectionate side, you bring it out of me. Like, this is love. We love them. And I hope in the reunion they are together. Please, you're the only people we have. So it seems like they're definitely going to do a little bit of long distance for a while. And they're good. I love that. Okay, Ronia and Lars Eric. So Lars Eric basically says, I know you don't like me. I know you don't like me. Let's be real with each other. And Ronia is gaslighting this man. Ronia is gaslighting saying, I'm still here. Like, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't be here. Please. Ronia, you're just here for the free holiday, here for the, free food, here for the clout. You're here for anything but Lars Eric. Yeah, she basically says, I'm still here. If I didn't like you, why am I here? And he still said, girl, you don't like me. Period. I'm glad Lars Eric, I've seen the light. There's no delusion here. He's straight to the point. You can see things clearly now. Eric was done. Like, his energy was fed up. And I love that energy. Like, Lars Eric's like a positive, he always takes everything that this girl brings. The good, the bad. He takes it all in and smiles. But this time, it was straight with it. The thing about Ronia is that this man is a Christian since the past. You've questioned this man about this LGBTQ. You question about LGBTQ and he say you don't care whether you're LGBTQ or whatever. It's done. It's closed. And let's stop talking, saying the fact that you're saying that your faith is a problem, we have different values. It's stupidity. It's fake. It's lies, because you had an issue with this man since day one. The reason why you're with this man is because of Jeanette. Jeanette could give him everything that he wanted, but you said, nah, like, I'm the better option. This is a competition, Then you went in sharing your sob stories, things that you guys have aligned together, talking about the whole, because both of you, like, you both don't have mothers, and that's like a deep thing, you just connected. Honestly, the only thing they connected is basically they both lost their mothers. That's what they connected on mainly about. And she used that to weaponize against this man after she knew that Jeanette was dating him. It's straight facts. That's what I saw. And number one, now you're saying like faith is an issue. If your kids are gay, are they going to heaven or hell? And he's like, I'm not the judge of that. Like, I'm not in heaven saying who goes to heaven, who goes to hell. And he stood on business. And I like this for Lars Eric because he's been a little too patient with this girl. Question his beliefs, question all these things that makes no sense. He's made you aware of who he is in the past. Why are we doing this? And it has nothing to do with this man being religious. He's not even religious, like, he's just a Christian. The word religious is like I don't like that word. I really don't. Being religious doesn't mean you're a good person. Like, being religious is just following the rules, following the doctrines and everything. But having a relationship with Christ is a whole different thing. So it's definitely something that you're not going to be able to explain. Other people are going to be saying you're so damn religious. It's like, no, I have a close relationship with God, period. And I feel like that's what he's trying to say. But this girl is labeling as an extremist, as someone who says someone's going to hell to do this, going to hell to do that. But anyway, it was frustrating student business. Love that. Ronia is not about his faith. It's not about his faith. If Lars Eric was an atheist, Ronia wouldn't like him. Let's conclude that. If this man was an atheist, if this man was everything outside of being a Christian, she still don't like him. She didn't like him in the beginning because, number one, this man wrote a note and said, you're amazing, I love you. She didn't like that. She said it was too much. It was giving love bombing. When this man smiles while she's talking, when he's happy, she hates it because, like, he takes nothing serious. When in the midst of the group, like, he wants to be with her, he wants to sit with her, she don't like it, but she's like, let me hang out with my friends. Like, I like being social, I'm a social person. And this man, then all of a sudden when she saw the whole Ludwig and Camilla thing, she was like, I don't want to leave yet. I want to enjoy this holiday. She told that man and said, well, I like you. You're amazing. You've made me healed from my, trauma, from my daddy issues. And now it's faith. And now the problem is faith. The problem should have been faith in the beginning. But anyways, you look for every day on time. And now that it's close to the wedding, you're like, holiday's over. I'm a break things off kind of vibe. The man is not saying what she wants to hear. And even if it says what she wants to hear, she's going to have another thing to say. That's Ronia. Problem is, Lars Eric, you had an option, but you chose Ronia. And I feel like the reason why I chose Ronia is because of they both have parents that died, and the way he always reference like Job lost everything, and you know what happened to him at the end. So I think he's basically thinking like both him and Ronya, they lost their mother, like the biggest thing in their life. They can kind of they can kind of build something together. I feel like that's what he's thinking, because I don't know why he picked Ronya, but that's the only reason I believe he picked her. We're in episode 11, just to finish up the whole Lars, Eric, and Ronya thing. Then the next video we will talk about the wedding. And she said, I'm tired of dragging this. I'm really tired of dragging things. There's no we like each other, but the love is not that strong to get married. You knew this. You knew this from the beginning, but you dragged this man to enjoy your holiday and some to enjoy your holiday and some screen time from Netflix. Anyway, she said, in that solid, we don't have a solid foundation. It's not going to work. We like each other as people. It's giving Lars Eric lesson learned. Lesson learned. You had your chance, you blew it. Then again, his conclusion is that Job lost everything. So he's referencing Job, he's referencing Job twice. And I'm thinking what are you and Job have in common? Job was extremely devout Christian, extremely devout to God. He don't do nothing without God's permission. He doesn't do nothing. He lost everything because God literally said, yeah, say and do whatever you want. I know he's my guy. And that's exactly the story of Job. I don't know what's they're aligned together. The only thing I see that Job and Lars Eric have in common is they both lost someone they loved. Yeah. Okay, I guess he lost Ronya, but Ronya never really liked you. Ronya is still very much alive. She left. She never loved you in the first place. So I don't really know. Anyways, we're done. So basically, we only have 2 weddings. We only got 2 weddings. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video when we talk about the weddings.